My guest is Dr. Jessica Grossmeier.
I would like now to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Jessica Grossmeier.
Jessica Grossmeier, PhD and MPH, is the author of Reimagining Workplace Wellbeing.
Dr. Grossmeier is an award-winning researcher
and a leading voice in workplace well-being,
having dedicated her career to identifying evidence-based strategies that promote a thriving workforce. She is a frequent speaker at national conferences and serves on several advisory boards devoted to helping employers create a workplace culture that fosters employee well-being.
By absolutely popular demand, she's also a returning speaker here at the Alliance.
When we think about the typical things, physical activity, and nutrition and sleep, those are extremely important contributors to our well-being. But these are also essential human needs. Having a sense of connection and belonging, not just in our lives, but also in our work. Being able to contribute to a sense of something that fires up our purpose at work, and connection to something bigger than ourselves, which I call transcendence. When it comes to workplace well-being, I think a lot of organizations are saying, well, people can get their social connection outside of work. That's not what they come to work to do. And emerging research is now showing, no, people want social connection at work.
Function is about the depth of our interactions with one another. And so if we spend all day on phone calls and interactions and meetings with people, and we stay at the surface level conversation of the work-related tasks all the time, we never actually talk about the small talk things, the things that people say have nothing to do with business, aren't important. These kinds of things get at function because they help us to understand at a deeper level who we are as human beings.
I think Jessica's work is so critical because one, she's a researcher and a practitioner. So she has this level of expertise with her research background that she really understands what is evidence-based. But as a practitioner, she understands how to put those in place in organizations and give really practical applications of what to do as an individual or as an organization in well-being.
And so employers need to help employees think about what is my purpose and how can I bring what I care about into the work that I do and allow myself to express my purpose through my work.
I like how she brings a higher level to the idea of what well-being is.
I thought Jess was an amazing speaker. She has a good knack for sharing the information, but also really interacting with her audience and making us feel a part of it. So I'm very excited to hear her speak again.
An effective workplace well-being initiative actually focuses on the environment and the culture of the workplace, not just programs. I think we need to be embedding well-being into the fabric of how we work. And we can do that through policies. We can do that by creating an environment that actually supports healthy behaviors, whether that's how we interact with one another as colleagues to what are we eating on the breaks, and making sure that people actually have time to pause and catch their breath instead of just going from meeting to meeting to meeting.
I would absolutely recommend Jessica to any organizations that are looking to kind of cut through the noise. And I think what Jessica does is cuts through the noise and cuts through all the marketing and the influencing and all of that. And she's like, I'm an expert, I know these things, and I'm relatable. And I think for a lot of employees, it's easy to engage with Jessica, understand the concepts, and walk away with actual tangible items that they can take and implement and make a difference.
We are at a critical moment in our history, and I feel like there's an opportunity here to step forward and say, are you ready to try the new brave thing that you haven't been wanting to try because it's time for new solutions?
Some of these strategies are the way to better support people and a new way of doing work in a way that people actually really want.